The first blow. It began on a forgotten fringe colony, a pale dot circling a red sun. The settlers were farmers, teachers, and children, barely armed, barely defended. When the war beasts of the Drakthul Dominion descended, they did not come as conquerors seeking tribute. They came as predators seeking amusement. The Drakthul tore through the settlement with claws of iron and mouths that spat plasma fire. They laughed in their guttural tongue as crops burned and homesteads turned to ash. A human envoy, dispatched to plead for mercy, was dragged before the alien warlord. His message of peace was cut short by the slice of a talon across his throat. The Dominion broadcast his execution across the stars, a message carved in blood. Humanity is weak. Humanity will kneel. And in the smoldering wreckage of that colony, amid the screams and silence, a child survived. Arrogance of predators. The Drakthul celebrated their cruelty. In their war halls, claws clashed on stone as they feasted. They mocked humanity, calling them soft-boned cattle unfit for war. Their commanders paraded recordings of human tears, played again and again as entertainment. Around the galactic councils, other species watched with unease. Some feared what this would provoke. Others agreed with the Drakthul that Earth was too civilized, too restrained, too unwilling to stain its hands with true war. The galaxy whispered that humanity would mourn, complain, perhaps sanction, but never strike back. After all, humans were builders, not butchers. The Drakthul warlord leaned back in his throne of chained bones and laughed. "Let them cry," he said. "Their tears salt the soil of our glory." The silent child. But on that burned colony among the survivors, one figure walked unnoticed, a little girl named Ilara. She was no soldier, no warrior, just a daughter of farmers. Her parents were ash, her home rubble. She wandered the ruins, trembling but alive. It was there she stumbled upon a wounded Drakthul beast, one of their war monsters, a hulking creature bred for slaughter. Its claw was cracked, its breathing shallow. Other survivors cowered from it, whispering that it would rise again to kill them. But Ilara did not run. She stepped forward, dirt streaked on her face, eyes red from crying. She reached out her small hand, trembling, and touched the monster's claw. In that instant, something changed. The beast stared into her gaze, and for the first time it knew fear. Not fear of death, but fear of the patience, the pain, the infinite well of human endurance reflected in a child's eyes. The survivors would whisper of that moment for years. A human girl touching a monster's claw, and the monster pulling back. The breaking of silence. Word spread. The image of the child, captured by hidden transmitters, raced across Earth's networks. A people who had endured attacks, mockery, and bloodshed went silent, not with grief this time, but with decision. From the silence came the mobilization. Earth's fleets stirred from their hidden harbors. Dreadnoughts, silent for decades, emerged from dry docks like leviathans breaking the surface. Shipyards roared, factories thundered, and conscripts marched beneath banners black with mourning. The first transmission from Earth Command was short. It was broadcast to every corner of the galaxy. This war is no longer about vengeance. It is about ending the lie that we are powerless. Prepare yourselves. The silence is broken. The Drakthul laughed at the words, until their outposts began to vanish. The gathering storm. Across the stars, human fleets moved like shadows given shape. Civilian convoys became traps. Colonies the Drakthul thought undefended revealed orbital cannons buried beneath oceans. Merchant ships turned into warships overnight, their cargo holds spilling swarms of drones. Alien spies reported Earth's rally, but their warnings were dismissed. Humans cannot fight, the Dominion leaders sneered. Their bones will snap, their hearts will fail. But the galaxy began to see another truth. Humanity had no need of a war fleet before. They had only needed will. And now they had found it. VI, Fire from the Heavens. The first great battle came at the Drakthal stronghold of Racker Prime. 47 alien warships assembled, confident they would swat aside the human fleet. They jeered when a single battered human vessel emerged from the void, its hull scarred, engines sputtering. The Drakthal prepared their kill, until that human vessel broadcast 3 words across every channel. "We are coming." The stars tore open. Hundreds of human dreadnoughts poured from hyperspace, blotting out suns. Their hulls burned with the names of lost colonies. Their guns thundered with the fury of extinguished children. In hours, the 47 warships became drifting husks. The sky above Racker burned red, lit by the vengeance of Earth. VII, the retaliation unleashed. Retaliation became annihilation. Human fleets struck with precision and merciless speed. Planets that had laughed at humanity now saw oceans boiled, fortresses shattered, and proud fleets reduced to scrap. Human soldiers landed like storms, armored in iron and fury. They spoke little, but their silence was a weapon sharper than any blade. Where the Drakthal expected begging, they found cold commands. Where they expected surrender, they found relentless advance. And always the whisper returned. A human girl touched a monster's claw. Now the monsters will bleed. VIII, the annihilation of glory. The Drakthal throne world itself became the final lesson. Human fleets encircled it, not with haste but with patience, tightening the noose over weeks. Every attempt at negotiation was ignored, every plea mocked with silence. When the bombardment began, it was biblical. Entire continents vanished in waves of fire. The great throne of chained bones cracked and fell. The warlord who had laughed at humanity was dragged before Earth Command, silent, broken, and utterly powerless. No speech was given, no trial held. The execution was simple, a single shot delivered without ceremony. Humanity wasted no words on monsters. IX, the aftermath of vengeance. When the war ended, silence fell once more. Not the silence of grief, but the silence of dread. Across the galaxy, survivors whispered in fear. Species that once mocked humans now spoke their name with trembling reverence. The story spread from council halls to back alley bars. A child touched a monster's claw, and humanity answered. The galaxy learned that Earth's patience is vast, measured in years, even centuries. But when broken, their vengeance is infinite. And in every shadowed chamber, in every hushed voice, one truth was repeated. Never provoke Earth again.